Are you a recruiter that's spinning around and round and round all the time and don't know where to focus and aren't seeing the results you want to see? Check out this video right now and let's get some focus. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brianna Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you haven't seen this channel before, it's all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. So let's get to it, because this video is all about getting up here straight. A lot of people talk about how important mental health is, and this is going to kind of dive into that, but this is more of the importance of being focused. If you've watched my videos before, you will know that I talk a lot about being more niche and have one direct focus, so then you have overlap. Recruiting is a crazy world that moves you and pulls you in all different directions, even if you are hyper focused. Like if you watch, you know that I do software engineering, and not just software engineering, but with high tech, high growth companies. So that in it alone is niche, but you're still pulled in all sorts of directions naturally, because recruiting is the business of people. And not only is there not one person alike, but there's a lot of emotions in a job search, in switching, which I won't even get into, because I get into it a lot in some of my videos. But this is really going to be about focus and knowing your genius. I think if I had to pinpoint something that I get a lot of emails about, a lot of people struggling with, it's because either one, they don't know where to start. Two, they're trying all different avenues of revenue, which in theory and in maybe other industries is a good thing. In the recruiting world, it's just not. You have to really nail down, one, who your clients are, two, what jobs you're going to fill. But this isn't about that. Remember, this is about knowing your genius. What are you good at now, today? And you stay in that lane. Now, here's the thing. I'm one of those people who are like, oh, squirrel. Oh my God, hey, how are you doing? I'm constantly bing, 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 all different points. But I still know what lane I'm in. I get ideas, what I call epiphanies, all the time, and I get really excited about things, and I'll go down this little tunnel, and it's not the right thing to do. Please trust me, I've done this for a really long time. By the way, I still mess up and go squirrel all the time, and it wastes a lot of time, which means it wastes a lot of money that I could have been making instead. Now, with that said, you do want to go with your gut vibes, as long as your gut has been right for you. But you do. I think in general, people's gut, you know what's right and what's not. Another thing is to be patient. Yes, mother, if you're watching, I'm telling other people to be patient. I actually did a whole video about why it's great to not be patient. But the reason why I'm saying to be patient in this situation is because you're not going to become a success overnight. Not going to happen. You can't beat yourself up because you haven't done it yet. Again, if you watch these videos, you'll know that I've had Techies, which is a firm who's going to be turning 12 in June, crazy. But I also started another one, which is Talent Perch, and that just got born a couple months ago. And there'll be times where I'm like, I didn't do this, I'm not here, I'm not that, da, 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 and I'm like, why am I beating myself up? You can't beat yourself up on things. You have to be like, actually, I've done this and I've done that and I've accomplished this. Good job here. But you can't accomplish things just overnight. Trust me, if you could, everyone would do it. I would have had another successful company. I would have already done it by now. It's not happening. So you have to give yourself a break, and you have to give yourself a right amount of time. So I do go into a couple different videos about goals and micro goals, and that's very important. So I have a post-it on my screen that has my year, 5-year goals I really want to accomplish, right? And then I have another post-it with 5 things that I want in the next month or two. So I know, I'm like, okay, if I accomplish these micro goals, it's getting me closer to my mega goals, and I don't have to sweat it so much. So that's why I'm telling you to really, really focus. If you're just starting your recruiting company, you don't necessarily have to jump in and get all this legal mumbo jumbo done, right? Start learning the basics, the true basics. And I can't stress enough how many people reach out and say, hey, I want to start my own recruiting business. I'm so excited to like get going. And I ask them, great, how long have you been a recruiter for? And they haven't been a recruiter before. So you can't just start a business where you've never done it before. Yes, this is a really cool industry that you can learn very fast, especially if you check out, the millionairerecruiter.com. I do have a course that exhilarates things and gets you going, and some of these videos get you going, and you get to understand how to be that great recruiter. But without fundamentals, there is no just starting your business. To be a business owner is a lot. And I don't think everyone really realizes that. Everyone has that dream, and that's great, and you can do that, but you do need some solid fundamentals. You do need paying clients. You do need to know how to find candidates. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, and the business is a whole other side of the thing to learn. So again, you have to start crawling, then walking, then jogging, running, and then sprint. Now you can sprint in between all of those, things, but I just want to make sure that everyone's realistic. And I just think that as a whole, messages that I have been getting, people are getting really frustrated. Here's another interesting thing. This is one of the most heightened times that I have seen such demand for sourcers, recruiters, coordinators, just all in general in the talent acquisition world. Probably ever seen, which is insane and so super exciting. It gives me the money chills. But you still have to get there. You still have to think about, okay, I have to do this work before I can do that work. And again, it all comes down to work ethic and motivation and stuff, but know your genius, know what you're good at, know what you have to learn first to get here. And if you keep changing your direction and you keep changing your mind, you're gonna keep going back to start. So that's what's really important. And I am mentoring a few people right now that I do think that this is their issue, which I've told them. They're not hearing it for the first time here. So choose your lane, go down it, and give yourself a decent amount of time to do it. We always talk about failing fast and then, moving. This can be like that, but you still have to give yourself enough time. Like, you can't just fail once and think like that was a fail, now you have to go do this. No, there can be lots of mini fails, and then you're kind of tweaking it a little bit and you try that. Okay, that failed, tweak it a little bit more, try that. So there's lots of different ways that you can do it. And so enjoy this recruiting world. This is a video that is near and dear to me just because this has come up a lot. I would love some comments down below as to let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the pain points are. Let's talk about some solutions. You're not the only one. I'm telling you, I get lots of these inquiries on how they can fix things, how they can be successful when they first start out. And there's a lot to it. So please pat yourself on the back right now. Tell yourself you can do this. You will conquer this. It is about up here as well. Don't forget that, right? You can do it. It's not easy. The recruiting industry is amazing because you can go from 0 to hero very quickly. You can accelerate this growth, but it's not easy. In theory, what we're doing is easy, but because we deal with people on both sides of the fence, it's not easy. But you can succeed, and I can help, hopefully. And you can also find, other mentors in your industry. I don't know what industry you're in, but would love to see you every week, every Thursday at noon for sure. Thank you so much for everyone that has been subscribing lately. We've seen a boost in that, so that's exciting, probably because there's a boost in our industry. Cool. So, and don't forget that, money is the vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things you want to go do in life. So go live it, get your focus on, and find your inner genius. See you next week.